Picture this. A woman posts a video dressed as Baby Yoda on TikTok. Fast forward 3 years, and she's pulling in over $100,000 every single month, has more than 1 million people hanging on her every post, and major fashion brands are literally begging to work with her. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Wrong. This is the real story of Vega Thompson, and what she's built is so much bigger than just another influencer success story. This is about flipping an entire industry on its head, about taking everything the fashion world told us was beautiful and setting it on fire, about turning a smartphone and sheer determination into a multi-million-dollar empire. And here's the wildest part. Nobody saw it coming. So buckle up, because what you're about to hear isn't just tea, it's the whole damn kettle. I'm talking money, business secrets, and the brutal truth about how one woman gamed the system and won. If you're not subscribed to Gorgeous Models yet, hit that button right now and smash that like, because we're about to go deep into a story that'll change how you see social media, beauty, and success forever. Let's go. Vega Thompson was born on March 26, 1992, which makes her 33 years old in 2025. She represents something far more powerful than a traditional success story. She's someone who looked at a world that wasn't designed for her and built her own empire instead. The modeling industry in the early 2010s was still incredibly gatekept. Agencies would literally measure your hips and tell you to lose 15 pounds before they'd even consider representing you. The average runway model was 5'9" and weighed less than 120 pounds. This was an industry built on exclusion, on making women feel inadequate so they'd buy products promising to fix their supposed flaws. But then social media happened, and suddenly the gatekeepers lost their power. Instagram and TikTok gave regular people a direct line to an audience without needing approval from some agent who thought they knew exactly what people wanted to see. What we discovered was that people were absolutely starving for representation that looked like them. They were tired of seeing the same body type over and over. They wanted real women with real bodies, showing them how clothes actually looked on figures they could relate to. This created a massive opportunity for anyone brave enough to step into that space and claim it. Vega saw this opportunity, and here's where her story really begins, with Star Wars cosplay on TikTok. I need you to appreciate how absolutely wild that is as an origin story for someone who'd end up becoming a major player in the fashion influencer world. She started posting music clips and cosplay videos, dressing up as characters from Star Wars, putting real effort into the costumes and presentation. One of her most notable early pieces was a Grogu cosplay, Baby Yoda, and this wasn't some half-hearted costume thrown together in 10 minutes. This was quality work that showed she understood performance, transformation, and how to create content that resonated with people. What Vega understood that a lot of aspiring influencers miss is that you don't start by trying to be everything to everyone. You start by being authentically yourself in a way that attracts your tribe. The Star Wars content brought in people who appreciated creativity, who valued effort, who wanted personality. But here's where the genius really shows. She didn't stay in the cosplay lane forever. She used it as a foundation to build something bigger. She leveraged that initial audience and creative credibility to branch into fashion content, and this is where her identity as a plus-size model became central to her brand. The average American woman wears a size 14 or 16. Let that number sink in. And yet for decades, the fashion industry had been marketing exclusively to and featuring models who wore sizes 0 through 4. There was this massive disconnect between who was actually buying clothes and who was being shown wearing them. Vega walked right into that gap and said, "Here I am. This is what fashion looks like on a real body." And women went absolutely crazy for it because finally they could see themselves represented. Her Instagram account started growing steadily as she posted content that mixed fashion, fitness, travel, and lifestyle. Each piece of content served multiple purposes simultaneously. The beach photos weren't just vacation snapshots, they were body positivity statements saying you don't need to hide your body or wait until you lose 20 pounds to go to the beach and feel beautiful. The workout videos dismantled the stereotype that plus-size women don't care about health or aren't active. They showed strength and capability. The fashion posts provided a service to women who'd spent their whole lives struggling to find stylish options in their size, who'd been told by the industry that fashion wasn't for them. The algorithm loved it because engagement was through the roof. Vega was tapping into something real and emotional and desperately needed. Women weren't just scrolling past her content, they were commenting, sharing, saving posts, saying, "Oh my God, finally someone who looks like me." That kind of engagement is pure gold in the social media world. Vega's Instagram following crossed 1.1 million people. That's over 1 million human beings who made an active choice to see her content in their feed every day. Getting to 1 million followers requires understanding psychology, aesthetics, timing, engagement strategy, content mix, and brand consistency. Her visual consistency is immediately apparent. There's a cohesive look and feel that makes her profile instantly recognizable. The photography is high quality, the composition is thoughtful, and there's a consistent vibe running through all her content. Her bio includes a race car emoji, which seems like a small detail, but it's brilliant branding. That race car represents speed, excitement, living life in the fast lane. She reps New York City hard, making the city part of her brand story, tapping into all the associations people have with New York: the fashion, the hustle, the ambition, the energy. But here's where Vega's story separates from influencers who build followings and struggle to monetize them. She understood from early on that followers are worthless if they don't translate into income. She built multiple revenue streams that turned her platform into a legitimate business empire. Brand partnerships were the obvious first step. She landed collaborations with major players in the fast fashion space. Fashion Nova, which built its entire business model around influencer marketing and offering trendy clothes in extended sizes, was a perfect match. When she posts wearing Fashion Nova pieces, her followers can see exactly how those clothes look on a body type similar to their own, which drives sales like crazy. Pretty Little Thing, another fast fashion giant known for bold, trend-forward designs, partnering with them sent a message that high fashion trends aren't exclusive to straight sizes. Lounge specializes in comfortable, stylish loungewear, emphasizing that comfort and style aren't mutually exclusive. Polly is known for glamorous, figure-hugging dresses designed to showcase and celebrate curves. And seeing Vega rock these dresses with absolute confidence gives other women permission to do the same. Each partnership isn't just a transaction, they're strategic choices that align with her brand values and resonate with her audience. An influencer at Vegas level can command anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000 for a single Instagram post, and potentially much more for comprehensive campaigns. If she's doing even just a few sponsored posts per month, that's serious money, mid to high six figures annually, just from brand deals alone. The future of influencing will continue evolving. New platforms will emerge, existing ones will develop new features, and creators will find innovative ways to generate income. Authenticity will become even more valued as AI-generated content becomes prevalent. Niche communities will matter more than massive but unengaged followings. Video content will continue dominating. We'll see more regulation around influencer marketing. For Vega specifically, the future could take several directions. She could leverage her success into starting her own fashion line, expand into other business ventures, move into traditional media, or continue building her digital empire across evolving platforms. She's built enough success and financial security that she has options. Vega Thompson's journey from posting Star Wars cosplay on TikTok to building a multi-million-dollar annual income exemplifies the possibilities of the creator economy. It shows that there are multiple paths to success that didn't exist before social media. You can start from nowhere with nothing but creativity and determination. Building a business around being yourself is not just theoretically possible, but potentially extremely lucrative if you do it strategically. The digital landscape will continue changing. Platforms will rise and fall, algorithms will shift, trends will come and go, but the fundamentals of building a successful personal brand remain constant. Provide real value to an audience, build genuine connections, operate with integrity, and stay adaptable. Vega Thompson has mastered these fundamentals, and the results speak for themselves. Over 1 million people actively choosing to follow her content, brands paying premium rates to access her audience, financial independence and success built entirely on her own terms without conforming to industry standards that would have excluded her a decade ago. That's not luck, that's strategic thinking, hard work, and business savvy. Whether you admire her, relate to her, aspire to follow a similar path, or simply find her story interesting, there's no denying she's had real impact. She's part of a wave of creators reshaping media and challenging beauty standards and proving that success can look completely different than it did for previous generations. Whatever comes next, she's already secured her place as part of a significant cultural shift in how we think about beauty, fashion, entrepreneurship, and what it means to build a career in the 21st century. She's proven that the old gatekeepers don't have the power they used to, that there's massive demand for representation and authenticity, that you can build real wealth through creating content if you're strategic and consistent, and that's a legacy worth recognizing. If you made it to the end, thank you for sticking with me through this deep dive. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Gorgeous Models for more deep dives into the people shaping fashion and culture, and drop a comment below telling me who we should cover next. Remember that success looks different for everyone, and the path to building something meaningful is rarely straightforward. The gatekeepers have lost their power. You can build whatever you want if you're willing to put in the work and be strategic about it. Until next time, stay gorgeous, stay inspired, and keep pushing for the representation and success you deserve.